From job site to boardroom, Trades Talk is the voice of the next generation trades. Hosted by Justin White, this show is your weekly dose of real talk, motivation, and strategy from the disruptors raising the bar in the trades. If you're building, scaling, or leading, this is your playbook. Welcome to Trades Talk.
Good morning, friends. Hope everyone's having a fantastic Friday so far. We are in the studio early this morning because we have a planning session today. And if you've been listening to this for the last 2 weeks, you're like, dang, these guys got a lot of planning sessions. Well, yeah, we do. It's like a 3-week process to really finalize, consolidate, synthesize our plan for quarter 4. Now, today is the culmination of this 3-week process. It's my favorite day of the quarter, one of my favorite days of the year. I get to get my entire management team together and paint the vision of the future. Not just where we're going to be in the next 3 months at the end of the year, where we're going to be in the next 3 years, where we're going to be in the next 10 years, where we're going to be in the next 30 years. Yeah, we're always looking big at K&D and thinking about what the future has in store for us. Now, the next 3 years are tricky because I believe from 2026 to 2028, our world is going to change more in the next 3 years than it has in the last 30 years. Now, that might seem extreme, but here are 3 reasons why the next 3 years are going to be intense. And you already know number 1, AI is going to change our life. It already has, and it's changing it faster and faster. One example of this is if you're following me on Instagram, and if you're not, you should be, I am posting almost daily updates on my backyard around what we're doing back there. We're building a pool. We're doing a full backyard complete showcase to basically showcase our work, what we do, our designs, and all these different products from amazing manufacturers like Teco Block and our local contractors like Whitlow Concrete, and of course our team K&D Landscaping. Our goal is to basically showcase what's going on back there, but that's not the point. The point is I am utilizing AI to run this project. And last night I was going schedule for the next week, as I always do every Thursday, and do a look ahead. Now, this is the only project I'm running, so I'll just put an asterisk next to that. I don't run projects every day anymore. But here's the deal. With ChatGPT and the AI agent that I built along with the project I created, I have a constant running to-do list in there. I'm always adding up new ideas or new things or new quotes or new subcontracts to it. And then it's giving me a to-do list around what I need to do for the next week and then building out a Gantt chart schedule. So this is just one simple example about how ChatGPT makes a project manager's job much easier. Now, most people out there who are managing projects are probably not using ChatGPT. I would say not even 10 to 20% of its fullest capacity. And we have invested fully into technology and innovation with a new position created that we're launching January 1st. So we'll talk about that as it gets closer, but I'm excited to be moving someone into this full-time position on January 1st, Manager of Technology and Innovation. All right, so that's number 1 reason why the next 3 years are going to be radically different than the last 30. Number 2, we have a massive amount of people exiting the trades right now, whether it be from old age, whether it be from exiting and literally selling their business. There was more deals done so far year to date in 2025 in the landscape industry than there has been in any year before. So what does that mean? That means that we're going to have more consolidation. We're going to have more technology. We're going to have more people coming into the industry that are these professional white-collar folks. So we may have less of the blue-collar people, whether they're retiring out or selling their business, and we're going to have more and more of these high-level professional managers, as I like to call them, or professionals is another word, right? They usually have an MBA attached to their name on LinkedIn, and they think they know exactly how to run a business. That's your opportunity. Now, there are a lot of people who do come from the private equity or come from the institutional world or professionals that are really good at what they do. The thing is, it's a smaller percentage of them when you look at the trades industry. In other industries, I feel like it's a little easier to apply these methodologies and apply these theses and investment theories. In the trades industry, there's just such a people element to this that, well, people underestimate. So that is number 2. What I'm going to just sum that up as is consolidation in the trade space is going to radically change and accelerate over the next 3 years as most of these investors look to get their money out and we start to see more mid-cap and potentially even large-cap private equity companies and investors and funds getting into our industry. Now, here's number 3, guys. Excuse me. Sorry, guys. Sorry. I am recording this early today. Like I said, we're going into our planning session, so I had to get up, get in the studio. Number 3. Number 3 is automation. Automation in all areas of our business, but most specifically, robotic mowers, robotic vehicles, autonomous vehicles, and I should probably use the word autonomous more than robotic. We're going to have autonomous fleets rolling out in the next 3 years. I mean, I can say this. There is a team right now working on an autonomous skid steer. And you may think that's crazy, and it sounds a little dangerous. But the fact of the matter is, go look at any farm field in the Salinas Valley where they're growing lettuce or vegetables or strawberries. You're going to see a lot of autonomous vehicles, and you're going to see a lot of tractors that are either grading, picking, harvesting in an autonomous fashion, or at least humans aided by autonomy. Now, mowers are obviously going to be an easy, low-hanging fruit, and that's going to actually, think about how many people, how many man hours every single day goes into mowing lawns across the country, across the world. From golf courses to parks to medians to airports. Think about that, guys. When you drive around today, I want you to do me a favor. Look out for all the lawn areas. Those areas have to be mowed pretty much weekly for about 8 months a year and bi-weekly after that. The thought of that going away, of all of those hours not being needed by humans, is radically going to change allocation of workforce. Now, I mentioned number 2 is a lot of people exiting. We have a deficit of labor and of talent and of people in the trades doing the work. This automation is going to revolutionize our industry and change it for the better. So this is where we're going. I'm going to be unveiling a new product that's been sampled and demoed and shown in little segments around the country by our friends at Crest Commercial. But in October, at the Equip Conference, the biggest landscape and trades conference ever, 20,000 plus people, I will be unveiling their Voyager fully autonomous robotic mower in front of 3,000 fans. I call them fans, but people. I'm excited for that because what it is leading to is full autonomy. This is the first fully autonomous mower that's hitting the market. You don't need a line of sight. You don't need to be around it. It's literally going to unload itself from the trailer, go mow what it needs to mow, and bring itself back and load back up on the trailer. That is going to change the game. So if I could basically sum these things up, right? We have number 1, AI. We are very aware of AI, but I don't think we're anywhere near the full disruption that it's going to bring. Number 2, we have consolidation in the market. Consolidation of companies, consolidation of talent, and a lot of talent leaving the market. Call this a silver wave, consolidation, whatever you want. And number 3 is we have robotic autonomy, an automated workforce. This automated workforce in combination, see how this is going to work, in combination with AI, in combination with more money and consolidation coming into the industry. As much as a lot of these investors I give them shit. At the end of the day, they're extremely smart. They're extremely well funded, and they are looking to increase the revenue per employee. The fastest way to do that is to leverage AI to get back office efficiencies, and then to automate the workforce in the field to reduce the amount of people needed to go onto a crew. Now, here's the silver lining that I'm very excited about. As we start to reduce the amount of people required to maintain a property, so think of a 5-person crew out there maintaining a large HOA. With robots and autonomous mowers, you're able to drop that down to 3 people. Idea behind this is those 3 people can still get paid the same total amount as the 5 people. So if you have 5 people making $30 an hour, follow me, that's $150 of raw wages per hour. Well, if you have 3 people working on that same site doing the same thing, the math says that they should also be getting $150 per hour. Divide that by 3 now, and you get the golden number, $50 per hour. You know, we're on a mission at K&D to try to get our minimum wage to $100,000 a year for our entire company. I'm not sure when we're going to arrive on that number. I think 3 years is a pretty good target. I think that'd be a radical change from where we're at, where entry-level team members are anywhere from $20 to $30 an hour. And in our industry, they're anywhere from, I don't even know, maybe like $13, $14 an hour, maybe up to 20 or 25. I mean, when we offer a entry-level wage of 20 or 22 an hour, we're often much higher than our competition. And again, we are in California, but still, that's not enough money, you guys, to live on. It just isn't. $100,000 a year is where we want to get, and we want to get there as soon as possible. So, super excited for the next 3 years. I am not going to lie. I'm nervous for the next 3 years. This is going to be insane. But I get to go talk to my team today. We get to go ideate and discuss what's going to happen, how we can be a part of that, how we can raise the bar, how we can be the tip of the spear, how we can be the disruptors within the industry. And I invite you to join us. I invite you to join us on this mission. There's a few ways that I would love to engage and talk with you. I mean, you can obviously message me or hit me up on Instagram or LinkedIn. Those are the 2 that I check the most. You can email me at justin@jwhitegroup.com. Would love to just hear your insights about this, anything that you're thinking. And lastly, if you ever want to get more involved, I've created a peer group called the Disruptors. You know, we meet every single week on Tuesday at 11 a.m. Pacific time, and we talk about disruptive technology, what's going on in our industry. It's a bit of a check-in. Those aren't mandatory calls. They're there if you want them. And then we have the forum that's open 24/7 and a classroom full of all of these great learning modules. I've brought some of the best people in the industry to help me train, from Greg Herring to Matt Krinklaw of Greenius to Brent from Capsa Data, and the list goes on and on and on. So that's going to wrap it for today. I hope you guys are having a great Friday and a great weekend. This is another weekly update, number 19, coming to you from the Trade Stock Podcast. Our mission to $1 billion in revenue by 2035. I will see you guys there. All right. Take care. Keep raising the bar.
Thanks for tuning in to Trades Talk, where the next generation of disruptors comes to raise the bar. If you got value from today's episode, share it with someone in the trades who's ready to level up. For more tools, insights, and community, follow host Justin White and join the movement at jwhitegroup.com.